Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Timberborn. What is this, part 12? Part 12, episode 12, in the Helix series, where we are building with the Greedy Builders mod. You can go back to the first video where I explained the mod in the first video in this series, I should say. And oh my goodness, is that not just a beautiful sight? Just trees everywhere. I calculated it out and I actually wound up using it for the title of last week's video. This is like over 12,000 trees or not trees, but logs available in this area. So I don't think logs are going to be a problem again anytime soon. And of course I say that and it will probably come back and bite me in the rear. You might spy some new windmills out that way. Yes, I did add some more. Just on top of where the power network was out here. Figured why not? I think somebody actually suggested something similar in the comments, and it's a good idea. Absolutely great idea. So I took it and ran with it. They're spaced kind of weird in some places just because of conflicts with like water towers and foresters and things like that. Somewhere there was one that, yeah, like right here in the corner of the forester was a problem. So yeah, we're doing good. For the bots, we started running low on potatoes and our canola seeds to make canola oil. So I filled in just this little section right here with soil. It doesn't impact over here at all. If anything, it makes these run a little bit faster. So that's a good thing. And we're mostly keeping up. I did have to expand out like a lot of stuff over here, but it's all just stuff we already had, so I didn't see the point in doing it in a video. It's just more refineries, more paper mills, more centrifuges, more oil presses, and a couple more printing presses for bot related stuff. We are up to 252 bots, just slightly more than we have for beavers. Our problem now, as you can see, is power. Occasionally this does jump up to like 20,000 when the wind is blowing really well. I think I got up to like 21.5 at one point, but the wind was blowing really strong. Right now, you know, we're getting 100 out of each one, and we're just barely under. So I want to do a couple things for power today. One is we're going to build a big, massive freaking power wall of batteries out of it that way. But we're also, I mean, we have 77 unemployed beavers at the moment. We may as well get them in gear doing something for us. So I think what I'm going to do is just build like some more of our large power wheels over here, just as a temporary measure. I know you're probably thinking, wow, why are you doing all this? Weren't we going to build up the side of the mountain? Yeah, we are. Oh, somebody died. It's not often I see, or is it a bot broken down? It's not often I actually see it's bot broken down. I love that they just fall into parts. It's sad, but it's cute. Yeah, we are going to build up, but the next thing, we're like done with housing. We're mostly done with production over here. We may expand a little bit more. So I did notice planks are dropping a little bit. So there is a possibility that we will, you know, add a little bit more production back here. But we're mostly done with production and housing. The next levels are all going to be about recreation all the way up to the top, and the whole top is going to be recreation, and it's probably going to extend out and hang over most of these houses. But all that requires power, and why I can't see the reason or the reasoning behind adding more power demand on our network and you know, right now, when we can just do a temporary solution. Yes, we are going to power wheel the heck out of the Helix to just like turn it into a big, massive power generator. And even when we wind up creating a big bad tide reroute over here, it's going to be able to generate a massive amount of power. But we're not there yet. I don't want to start building that all out till I've got a good idea of what we're going to have up here, because that's going to dictate where our connection to all of our power goes. So that's why we're not working on that right now. That's why we're going to do a temporary measure over here for power production, and then we are going to do power storage. Lots and lots and lots and lots of power storage. So I want to like see if I can be cheeky with this here and get away with one. So I bring that up to there. No. Okay. So I want to go like... Oh, the longest one. I want to go like here. And then... Oh, that's too big. Then, actually, I probably would want to put this over to the side. Yeah. I'm really overthinking this and making it too complicated. I'm going to pause and don't really start building stuff. This is going to be unnecessarily complicated for something simple, but I don't want to just do a ton of the these platforms. Just, I don't know, it's boring. Anybody can do that. This is Vainglorious Gaming. I do things in ways that are illogical and wasteful and excessive because I like it. So let's do this and then come up here like that. It's not going to give me 6 across though, but that's okay because then we can come in with like here, and that looks like that might be higher, but nope, just an optical illusion. And then there, and then right there, and then come in with another 6 like that. Yes, that is absolutely beautiful. And then we can come in with the power wheels. What are you complaining about? You're not blocked. No, you're not. Don't start with me. So that'll get me 4 like that, but I think I can get a couple more. In fact, I know I can because I can look right there and see that I can. So we need to bring power connection down like that and like that, and then put that there, and then a 4-way there, 4-way there, 4-way there, 4-way there, and then these running out. Okay, that did not work. I don't know why. I don't know what happened and caused them to go to the right when I was dragging down, but that's okay. It's all right. We can adjust. There we go. Cool. And then let's kind of repeat that down at this end. Make sure I'm lining those up properly. And then what do they do? Go that way? Yeah. And then I can get these across. This is just ridiculous. I love it. I know some of you are just rolling your eyes at me right now, and that's fine. I'm halfway rolling my eyes at me too. So we'll just all roll our eyes at me together, and it'll be fine. We'll have a good time. We'll have it in common. So one there, and since it's already turned that way, we'll do this side, and that side, and that side, and then that, and that. And that'll be all we need there. So there, and then a 4-way. Oh, I didn't finish this side. That was smart. And by smart, I mean stupid. There we go. And then come back into our power wheels as my voice cracks. That was beautiful. So cool. That is 16. Yeah. And 16 times 300 is a number that I am now grabbing my phone to calculate because I can't math in my head. 4,800. So during the day, that'll be 4,800 extra power that we will have available to us. I am going to prioritize power shafts. It doesn't bother me that it's prioritizing the platforms underneath because those have to get built first. Anyway, cool. So that'll give them something to work on. In the meantime, we are going to come over here and start planning out our power wall. And yeah, I know they can't reach this right now, and that's okay. So I want to do a thing here. How high can I go? Like, this is gonna really define. Whoa, we build over here. Oh my goodness, we can go quite a ways. I love it. Is there a height limit to these? There it is. Okay, so that is our height limit. So that means I'm not going to be able to cap that one. Okay, so we got to go down by 1. There we go. Awesome. They will not be able to build that anytime soon. Obviously, they can't even get over here. What I want to do, and I know, I just planted all these trees, and now I'm like killing one, but it's for the greater good. We got to get that out of there. So, in between, essentially what I'm going to do is run a big long wall down this way. I don't know how far just yet. And then we're going to have a gap of 2 where we blast down to the lowest level possible, which I think this is already there. It's not. So we can go lower. I don't know how much lower. Probably a couple. We'll find out. But we're going to blast as low as we can go. In between that, we're going to do 2 wide and then another wall. And then the batteries are going to face in towards each other. Kind of like that on top of the wall. So that's why we only need a trench of 2 in there. I could just as easily have them face outward, but I don't know. I want them facing inward because I always make them face outward and I want to do something different. That's the reason. It's a silly reason. There, cool. So they've got to have a way to get over here to do all of this is the only thing. And I've just now realized this is going to make it difficult for them to get back here to walk around and build all of that. So maybe what I need to do is the dynamite first. Yeah, let's do... I'm just going to go 3s on everything until we find out what we've done. So let me count this up real quick. Cool, this is 25. So we can get rid of that. That's 24. That would allow me to have a dozen on each side. We may wind up extending this out, but for now, I think we'll be fine. So let's get them over here. Just in case a bad tide comes, I don't want them down in this area because this is where all of our bad water goes. That would just be disappointing to, lose all of our beavers. So what we can do is just basically bring a temporary path in that follows us. Actually, strike putting it right there. We will bring it out once. So I don't have to wind up rebuilding it later. That makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Yep. So then we can go there and then up to here, but then that jumps up by 2, so we'll have to do one of these jobs right here, and then there, and then there. And then that will get them started on the project. In the meantime, I am going to continue bringing all of these across. I know that there's a build limit for dirt blocks, but then there's a higher build limit for your platforms and things like that. So I want to find out where that is. The game keeps getting really jumpy laggy on me, and I don't quite understand why. And I'm facing them all out so they can kind of work on each row as they're kind of making their progress through, instead of having to do one at a time. I've learned that lesson in building these massive walls, because if I can get some sort of scaffolding or something in place, they'll be able to just kind of build and everything will go much, much faster. Though where we're going to put the scaffolding is anyone's guess at this point, including mine. I just don't know. So let me get these up to their highest level. Never mind, there it is. And now, I don't know where that one just went. Oh, there it is. Now, as much as I love the new metal platforms, I don't know. Well, we could do something like this. What did I say this was? 24? Yeah, so we could do like that. I mean, this would work and kind of give it maybe a neat aesthetic. And then if we come from the other end, we have a nice big gap. I kind of dig that. And then we could do that again and get near the top. In fact, the batteries, okay, I'm gonna just temporarily go like that, because I don't think I can build a battery there. I think we actually have to come down one more. It would help to have doubles though. I don't think it'll let me build a battery way up here, because the top of the battery exceeds it. Yeah, so we would have to come down by 1. So we would need to lower that. So this is where our maximum height would be right there? Question mark. Let's find out and be 100% certain on that. Make sure we can still get the battery on top. No, it is too tall. Okay, I looked at that wrong. So we come down one more, and then do this again, and then really, are the batteries really that tall? Okay, so this is why, you know, we have them over there building other stuff right now so that we can kind of plan this out, figure things out. So that there, and now battery. Yes, okay, so it's good here. All right, good to know. So that means this just needs to go to there and then cap itself off. And I just had an idea. Instead of scaffolding, what if we just built a ladder up there? Granted, that would then have them, you know, just going one after another again, but I kind of like the idea. Also, I really like how this looks. You know, I've built these massive, oh, that's too high. I've built these massive things before. And I've always felt that, you know, at the top, with all the platforms that I had to put in, they just always felt a little top heavy. Just visually, I just didn't ever really care for how they looked. But I like that. It's kind of hard to get a view of it at a different angle, but I kind of dig that. I like the look of it. Almost makes me think, what if we just do that all the way up? You know, I think we have to. I think we have to do it all the way up. I like the idea a lot. So the nice thing is I can just come down here and do that. And they haven't started building anything, so I can't go over here. Yeah, I really like this idea. And what we'll do to get it all at the same level so that we're not having to blast this down to get it to work is we will build up to that level with dirt blocks. So I didn't have to get rid of all of them, but that's fine. We can put some back in. But we'll build up to what we have down here, which is right there, and then go from there with the platform idea. And I just think this is going to look so much better than just a big, imposing dirt wall. Yeah, there. That's our highest point, so that's good. So then we go like that. This is kind of where I wish Timberborn had a blueprint mode, because this would be nice to build this stack out and then just blueprint it. Maybe. I mean, the game's still, you know, in early access. There's no telling what they have planned. So then that's going to get me almost there. So at the top, let's do like a little forced perspective thing. Get rid of that one. And I think doubles will get us there. Right to the level we need to be. Yes. Beautiful. So see if I can just blueprint that. How much would that make my life simpler right now? The answer, a lot, but that's okay. I'm gonna get this all planned out, and then we'll pick back up and figure out how we're gonna get them over here to build all this. Yeah, friends, this is gonna look so much better than just a big, giant bunch of dirt blocks here. And if we need to extend out this way, we can. We can just kind of mirror it and go out another 24 if I determine I want that much more. But there is still the question of how in the world are we going to get them up there? And I think what I'm going to do is let them get the dynamite in first, get this as low as it can be, and then just build ladders all the way up. If I'm not mistaken, they can just climb ladders now without having to have a platform every couple levels. So like we can just stack ladders all the way up. And they can just climb up there, get the very top built, because they can drop things down to build. And then once they do that, we might have to like get them a ladder to here and then let them come off and put a path in here. And maybe do that on each level. Though that would only help to like here, because then they wouldn't be able to build that. So that might be a problem. I might have to do another set of letters down here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. What I do know is they have chopped down that tree. No, they haven't. That is high priority. Come on, friends. I know I prioritized a bunch of other stuff over here. How you doing? We were paused for a while, so you're probably not doing the best. Yeah. Oh, wow. We suddenly had a lot of bots run out of energy. Is this because our power's low? Yeah, that happens a lot because it takes them a long time to charge. It's just kind of a thing we have to deal with right now. So we'll just deal with it. We'll just wait for it. So I'm going to let this get knocked out. And then we'll make a path and we'll see what's what. There we go. They got that out of there. So they will be able to get started on that. But that's obviously the second project that they're going to work on. So let's go over here and do just a very short time lapse of them getting all of this built. And then we'll jump back over to the wall and start working on some dynamite and some blasting. I'll prioritize that. In fact, before we look at this, let's go prioritize this in case some of them wander over here and start building over this direction. We will prioritize the dynamite. There we go. Do the stairs as well, even though I think those are going to get built before they try to build that, because I put that in first. They might try to start on this, but hopefully nobody gets stuck behind there. If they do, that'll be sad, but we'll be able to get them out. Maybe. Maybe I should like blast this out of here and then redo it later. Nah, it'll be fine. Anyway, let's go down here and watch them get this built, and then we'll move over to the big giant wall. Of course, I'm gonna have to wait till morning for my little building montage, but that's okay. And there we go. They have all of the power wheels in it. Man, that looks really dystopian. Let's get a shot of that. That's just, I don't know, just the look of 16 big giant gears spinning around in the middle of all these windmills and power shafts and everything. It just, I don't know, this looks a little depressing. Good thing it's temporary. So, over here, bring menu back up. And then if we're going to mirror this, we could have like, you know, just a central channel that runs up here and across, and then it can mirror out again. So yeah, it works out in the end, but it wasn't quite my original plan. But that happens sometimes. So this will work. So I need to, and what we could do is instead of having the support over here, we can bring them over to this side and do threes. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let me get this built up. And hopefully, yeah, they're making progress coming over here. So cool. Let's get this built up. And around back, I've gone ahead and put in stairs. Just in case. Because, you know, there will be that one beaver that decides to get stuck. So once we get this blasted down to its lowest, we can bring them down via ladders or stairs here, and then build a ladder up there, and then build a ladder up here. And that will allow them to like work on all of this. And we can even have paths on these that they can run back and forth on. Not up top though. We will have to have a path up there, I think, to start us with, just so they can get down here to build all the batteries. But they should be able to, they can reach like, what is it, 10 tiles, I think? So we don't have to go all the way down. And I'm going to put that first battery right there just to remind me that's where it goes. But we got to get them out here to get this blasting done first. So let's get that all in place. Yep, somebody got stuck. They'll get out eventually. So what I'll do is I'll lower the priority on all this other dynamite. That way they get these stairs built first so this dude doesn't starve to death. Oh my goodness. It was bound to happen. Somebody built a wall as he was back there doing his wall. If they would just come, they would have come through there and built that, that would have gotten him out of there. Oh well, they'll have to now go up to come down to get him, but are you gonna be trapped under those stairs, little guy? I hope not. That would really suck. I think he'll move when they build those stairs. I'm pretty sure he'll move when they build those stairs. So they're just gonna build up to here. I did make a quick change. I realized we don't have to go across on every level. So I've just done platforms to kind of mirror what we had. I think it looks fine. I think it'll be fine to have it like that. And then to come across just the top. And I'm not going to have them build the blocks up to here. We know we're at the right level. So I just got rid of them. And they'll get that built. Little dude, how are you doing on Alzim? How are you doing on hunger and thirst? You're getting pretty borderline, but I think they'll get all these stairs done the next day. So I think Alzim will be okay. I hope Alzim will be okay. Because the stairs are the priority right now, so that's what they're working on. But I can blast these. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be as low as we can go right there. I don't think it's going to let me go any lower. No, I can go lower still. I'm going to go ahead and just do a 3 again, even though it might be overkill. I'm just going to do 1 though. And we'll see how low that actually gets. And then that will let us know what we need to blast for the rest of this. Hey, it's daylight. They're getting those stairs built, and they can come build these now. Come on, come build these. All you have to do is hammer them. It's a shame that because he's not in the district, he's not a worker anymore. Because when they're... If you look, he's homeless and he doesn't belong to any district. And if we wound up with, like, no free beds, he would wind up being homeless. Come on, just come build these stairs. What are you guys doing? Like, somebody just come hammer these things. It's because he's in the way, right? He's in the way. Yep. Okay, so we need a second set of stairs. I didn't think that would be a thing, but apparently it is. So, good to know that because he's there, they can't do that. Oh. There you go. And I made that the highest priority, so we should get somebody running over here to do this pretty quick. Maybe they were already all on their way. There we go. I got that sentence out with stuff for dynamite in dirt blocks. So it's going to take them a minute to get back over there. Here comes somebody with some logs. So that's got our logs, and we should hopefully have somebody else on the way with some planks. Yes, here they come right now. Good. And then ran away and didn't build it. Your friend is getting very hungry here. All right, okay, you know what? 24-hour workday until you build this. Get this dude out of here. What are you guys doing? There we go. All right, you are no longer stranded. We can go back to 16-hour workdays. Everybody go to bed. Was it 16 or? Yeah, we were at 16-hour workdays. Awesome, and they're making progress on all this other dynamite, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit that. I may want to let them, I should have let them finish that wall first, but they can finish it from behind, so it's okay. I will let them finish this one from this side. Wow, okay, they wound up working 24 hours anyways. Are you going to wake up and go home now? You now work at Herbalist. You're like, I'm done with construction. I've had it. It's not my game. So, good for you. Yeah, that's awesome. And we're down to only 11 available beavers. There you go. Go get yourself some food. Go get yourself something to drink. And maybe eat some mangrove fruits, because nobody else freaking does. That one's in. That one's in. It's just really... Oh, it's not. Oh, no. Yeah, it's just really hard to see because it's dark down there. They should be getting that one in. I'm going to prioritize it. Oh, they're still able to reach dirt, so that's why they're working on dirt. It's fine. They'll get this. The dynamite's pretty far away, though, so it's going to take a minute. There we go. So now we'll be able to see. Is that just one? I believe that's just one. I'm going to measure it with a platform. Yes, okay, so this all needs a 1 on it. That means these all need 2s. Oh, they're not going to be able to get over here now. They're only going to be able to get that one row until they get up here. Grr. How do we get them up then? I don't know. We'll figure that out in a minute. Maybe around this other side. Maybe that's why I built those ladders and didn't realize it. So cool, that gets all that. So this all now needs to be 3s. This just we'll do 3s and then blast it one more time after that. And then yeah, we can just bring them up over here. That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be totally fine. It's gonna be a really long walk. They can reach that dynamite though, so I can still build stairs here. Not stairs, but ladders here. And get them up there. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll work. Let's get this next round of dynamite ready to go though. So that has most of it all down to the same level. We can blast this one. There we go. And then what we'll do is just build up to the ground with just some temporary platforms here. And then run a path over to this. And then hopefully just do stairs. Like I'm thinking if I do them like this, they'll be able to connect. Not stairs, ladders. Like they'll connect to that path right there, I think. Yeah, that connected. Yeah, we can see that's connected. Cool. And then I can continue building on top. I cannot continue building on top. So is that not going to work for the path? Or maybe I have to put the path in later? Like, will it let me put a path in these? It won't. I don't know if this will work. Oh, we'll find out. We're just going to go all the way up. Just like that. Cool. And the reason I did it over there is so that I can start building this side as well. Oh, then we're going to get some of this. So then this needs to go down by 1 back here. And once they get to the top, they'll be able to put in the rest of this dynamite here. So let's get this end built up now. So this needs to be, what, 2 above? Is that what that is? 1, 2, right there. It needs to go to that elevation. So that's 3. Okay. Don't build those. Just kidding, haha. Good, now that I've got that marked, let's come down here and go across and get this all filled in. All right, and yeah, they're able to use these ladders just fine. I have a second set ready to go back here that will enable them to do this back half. And then from this other side, I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do just yet. I'm going to get one side built and then we'll figure that out. I can always just like move this path and build another set of ladders right there. It's probably the play, to be honest. Just to get them up there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right now, get that done, and then we'll switch gears and go into a montage mode. So I need to flip that around and go all the way up here. We may as well get them building both sides at the same time, yeah? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I'm gonna get this in and then we'll watch them build for a little while. And we have the final little bit coming in right now, being built by a bot. Our last power shaft T intersection. Right now the batteries aren't being used. It was kind of cool seeing this side drop and this side not because it wasn't connected yet. And man, I am, hello Drought, I am very, very, very pleased with how this turned out. I dig it. I don't know how I'm gonna get a screenshot of this for a thumbnail. Like, I genuinely don't. This is like, because I can't, I can't get high enough. Maybe we'll do, here, we'll just plan the thumbnail together, friends, okay? Maybe we'll do, whoop, whoop. I need room for the text at the top. There we go. Thumbnail. I like that. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. I like that it's light and airy. And this got done in probably about a quarter of the time as it would have if I would have used just dirt blocks or dirt blocks in a ton of platforms. Just because they were able to get through this so much quicker because we've got these huge gaps that are spanning. Yeah, these platforms do take a lot of resources, but it's still better than them bringing 6 dirt for each individual block, right? 6? Yeah, and they only carry 2 at a time, maybe 3. So this was very satisfying to watch. What we need to do though is this dude's not at his full HP, and that's because there's ladders in the way. So the ladders can now go. I want to get all the way down there, and I just want to be sure, yeah, we're not deleting anything else. And then this side can go as well. Though, you know what? I think I will leave it up to a point, so that if we do expand, they can like run out over that way. You may notice that there are bots working as builders now. You might have seen them appear occasionally. Yeah, we'll just leave this connection right here. That way we can use it in the future if we decide to expand this. However, this section will need to go as well because it'll be in our way. So we will blast that out of there. They should come clean all that up. And then I'll just get them to clean up the stuff from the stairs. I'm pretty certain I had to minimize this because it kept getting in the way. Yeah, there's room for planks. There's probably not room for the logs, but there's room for the planks for certain. They might, yeah, they've got room for some logs, so they'll probably come and collect all of this stuff as well. But I'll just get this all cleaned up between videos. I'll leave these stairs in on this side for now. We just don't need these down here anymore. There won't be a reason for them to really come back here that I can think of. But man, oh man, I am so happy. By the way, it's 24 gravity batteries, 12 on each side. That's 1,488,000. By the way, this path was driving me nuts where I deleted that ladder. I realized that ladder wasn't going to work. It was only going to get them halfway over, so I moved it back there. But that path has been driving me crazy the entire time I was watching the build, but I never really found a good time to, in the time lapse, to get rid of it. But man, I hope you guys like this as much as I do. I think that this looks really nice, especially when we can get down here and realize that you can just see through it. Like, you know, you come way over here in the district and it's just, yeah, it's a big, massive structure, but it's not just an imposing dark gray wall like previous battery walls that I've built. It's there, it's noticeable, but it's not just as foreboding and imposing, I think, on the landscape. So I really dig it. I really, really, truly do. So next time we can get back into doing some more building over on the main district and get that up and running. So our supply is less than our demand. So yeah, these are dropping, but not very fast because it's spread out across the 25 or 24. So very, very cool. So yeah, next time we can start building up. I'm going to try to get just a couple more plank manufacturers in here. I have noticed, though, that our bot limbs are starting to decline, so we may have to think about a spot for those as well. And if I recall, these don't share power. I do plan on adding a few more bot manufacturers, though we might be able to hold off until there's a new district. We are slowly coming up on the number of bots that are available to work, so maybe that'll just continue to grow over time. In fact, let's put some of them to work here. There we go. And that'll leave us with 5 to spare as a little deal. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there with a nice view in the distance. And until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.